Welcome to Sheen Talk Live. I'm your host, Kimberly Chapman, and today's guest you will recognize from VH1's show, Basketball Wives LA. Please welcome entrepreneur, TV personality, and also actress, Sundy Carter. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I had to add. Earlier, you were telling me that you had done a couple of movies with Jay-Z.
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, two.
Two.
Yes.
What were the names?
State Property 1, State Property 2.
So I guess we'll have to go on Netflix and see where they are.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so also, you know, there's something on the internet that's very explicit that's going on right now. And I think it's very important that they hear from you about this story. So tell us a little bit about that.
I can touch on it a little bit. We're in court right now. So the person that did this to me was arrested. So basically what happened was a friend from Philly, he's not really even a friend, just somebody that is well-known, a comedian, asked for my help. And, you know, I was also in a position where I needed help when I first moved to LA. He's still living in Philadelphia. So for me, it was nothing. You know, I feel like to have an open hand is better than having a closed fist. So it cost me nothing to help you, to give you direction or point you in the right direction, or to even give you, connections. So that's what I basically did. And I feel like his intentions were, he had other intentions, where my intentions were just to help you and for you to keep it moving and just take the tools that I'm giving you and make them work. But he just had a totally different plan. And so I did, what did I do? I hosted an event in Philadelphia, and for the first time I met him in person. And we had talked on the phone a couple of times, like prior to text messaging back and forth, me giving him information and whatnot. And I invited him to the party. Came to the party, I met him. There was no time to talk like business or anything like that. So the very next day he texted me, and I was still in Philly. And I was just honestly recovering from the night before because we were like
it was a party.
Yeah, it was a party, so we were turned up. And he texted me and he said, what are you doing? He wanted to do like a skit. So I said, okay, I'm down for it. I'm kind of tired, like if you don't mind me not being glammed up, I'm in my pajamas, we could do something downstairs in the lobby. So he comes to the lobby. I remember him coming to the lobby. He walks up, I ask him, does he want a drink? We get a drink, and two people, I believe, one or two, came up to me and asked, like, can I take a picture with you? Just because that's my hometown.
Right.
They don't see me a lot. So it's like, oh, wow, that's Sundy. So that's the only time that I can remember turning away from my drink. And turn back around to him, we're talking, we're drinking, and I'm black. Memory is shot. Like, I don't remember anything. When I woke up the next morning, I woke up naked, and I was like, well, okay. I felt weird. My body felt weird. I didn't feel like I had been penetrated. I didn't feel anything. But I felt like a tingling kind of sensation, and I drink. I won't lie about that. So I know, if I was too drunk or whatever the case is, like I know how I would feel. And it didn't feel like that. I felt something totally different. And I just couldn't remember. I'm like, so I'm trying to backtrack my steps. I'm trying to figure out, like, what happened? Did I report a room service? So I go through my phone, and I'm, like, looking, like, at pictures, looking on Instagram, looking at my Snapchat, and I see, okay, I was at the bar. All right. So I placed myself at the bar. I'm like, well, I had a drink maybe or whatever. I don't know how many drinks I had. So I couldn't even remember how I got back to my room.
Right. That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, I don't remember. And and that day I was supposed to catch my flight back to LA. Missed the flight. I was lethargic, very slow. I spoke to one of my family members, and she's like, why do you sound like that? And I'm like, I don't know, but I was trying to really like figure things out.
Right.
I get a text message from this particular individual, and his first thing that he said to me was, are you okay? So I'm like, I'm good, but I just was confused as to why he was asking why am I okay? And so still I didn't put two and two together that he, I don't know, I blacked out, but now that I like went back and figured everything out and then went through the text messages, I'm like, okay, it started coming to me. Like, but this is later on down the line because this situation actually happened back in April. And so there's a drug called GHB. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's a liquid form of like ecstasy, and it makes you very sexual. It makes you appear coherent. It makes you appear that you're in your right state of mind. But and so you do things, and you know you're doing these things, but it's like you're realistically not in your right state of mind. You know, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, he was videotaping, and then on one videotape that he released, I'm looking up and I look crazy. It's all outdoors. It's just like, what? So I'm like, is that my phone? So somehow he got into my phone, which I believe he got. Yes, I have an X, so you know the facial recognition.
Yeah. Oh,
so
he put it in front of you.
Exactly. So I don't know. I was out of it, and like I said, I don't remember anything. So once the video was leaked in August, that's when I found out. I found out when the rest of the world found out. So it makes me look like I'm a liar, like I participated, like everything was consensual when it wasn't. I'm like, well, for one, in the event that I would have known that this happened, the very next day in Philadelphia, I would have went to the police. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, why would I wait until this amount of time goes by to even bring it up? So I pressed charges out here, and then the police department out here, because the jurisdiction is different, told me that I had to go to Philly. So at first they wouldn't take the case or even write it up. And so I was like, listen, it was a female officer, and I just was like, look, and I showed her the videos, and she was appalled, and she was like, taken aback, and she's just like, okay, hold on. Because again, she denied me, and she's like, you gotta go to Philly, and I'm like, okay. So she made the report, sent it right over to Philly. The next thing I know, there was a sergeant and a detective that showed up at my house to, you know, get a statement. And I flew right to Philly, went to the victim's sex unit, and gave my information and my side of the story, gave my phone, because, you know, there's nothing for me to hide.
Right.
And he decided to go on like a publicity stunt tour or whatever. He's doing interviews. He's, you know, at BET. He's doing all these different, radio, everything. But I said, you know what? It's okay, because the more you talk, the more lies are going to come out.
Right.
You know, the more the truth will come out.
Right.
And so that's exactly what happened. So in one interview, he says that he videotaped on my phone, but he started to try to videotape on his phone, and I slapped the phone out of his hand. And then the lady, she's asking, well, how did you get the video? He said, I texted the video to him from my phone. So she said, well, that makes no sense. I mean, if she's going to let you videotape, why not just let you videotape on your phone? So she didn't have to send you a text message. So then he goes on and tries to degrade me or whatever. Fast forward to another interview. How'd you get the video? Oh, she airdropped it to me. Then come to find out, he called a Lyft from my phone. I'm like, wait, what? So I find all of this out, like, we're sitting here and say, like, you interviewed him first before you interviewed me, and he told you, yeah, well, she called me a Lyft. How did I call you a Lyft? I didn't even know anything about this. So I went through my history, my Lyft history, and sure enough, there was that particular day a Lyft called to a fake address, and it's just been crazy ever since.
Wow.
So now we're in court. So we go to trial on, I believe, November 29th.
That's soon.
To pursue, you know, justice for me.
Has he said anything else to you?
Well, I mean, he started like an apparel line and, you know, reference to me, the slogan.
What's the slogan?
Hashtag get the balls.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is it selling?
I have no clue, because I'm not trying to, you know, indulge in that, because it really makes me angry and it makes me, you know.
Well, I'm just saying, because you deserve some of that money.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
You know, regardless. You need to get some of that money.
So I'm trying to get a cease and desist on all of that, because I don't want any of that associated with me or my brand.
Right.
You know, I just don't want that. And, you know, I have children, and it's just like, it's affecting my family. So at the end of the day, you know, even though he's making money off of it, all money is not good money.
All money is not good money, but he need to pay in all aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, he should get nothing.
Yes, absolutely.
And oh my gosh, people, men,
Yeah.
wow, that says a lot about him as a man.
Absolutely. I'm just like, well, these are your intentions. You know, when somebody's, you know, organically, genuinely trying to help you, this is what you do. Okay. So I feel like, you know, God tests, I said it yesterday when we were at the event, he only tests, you know, his strongest soldiers.
That's right.
So, got to be one of them.
That's right. Stay tuned. We will return in just a moment after this break with Sundy, and she will talk more about her experiences. Thank you. Welcome back to Sheen Talk Live. We are sitting here with Sundy from Basketball Wives LA. How are you with that? Do you think you'll ever go back?
To Basketball Wives?
Yes, the back is...
Absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely
She said
not.
that with some sternness in that voice.
Not. No, never.
No, why?
You know, because I feel like this. When you get into reality TV, it was a transition from me acting and then going into reality. When you're doing scripted films, TV, whatever it is, that's something different. You do your 5-10 takes, you know what you're getting, you know what's going to be put out. At least you know what you know, did 5 or 10 times. It's different when you're in reality because reality, you can just be yourself. And I have a slick mouth. I won't, I really do. I won't lie, and I hold no punches, and you're not going to bully me. You're not going to say what you want to say about me or my family, and I'm not going to say something back. I don't care what your situation is, no disrespect. Right. So if you have respect for me, I'm going to show you the same amount of respect. If you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you worse.
Worse.
I need to work on that. You know what I mean? I've been working on it. I think I've been doing a little bit better. But the thing about it is, I thought everything was great. I thought we were doing, you know, pretty good as far as filming wise. We had, at that time, we still to date had the highest rating for the show. So I don't know, they kind of went downhill after, you know.
After you.
Not just me, but a couple other people, you know, decided not to come back as well. But
okay.
yeah, so no, after I saw what was put out, you have to have a villain, and then you have to have that sweetheart. And I was made to be the villain, and I'm like, well, once I saw one episode, and then the next one, and then once the drama started to kick in, it's like, wait a minute, it didn't go down like that. I said that, show what she said. She like, you know, and she's antagonizing me, like she's making me say these things because she started it. Like she's getting the party started, and I'm just finishing it. That's it. Like, what are you guys doing? So I noticed that because you don't have control over the editing, they can make you look however they want you to look, and they made me look really, really bad. And that's not me. That's not who I am. And I'm like, well, wait, I have to fix this. I have to now start all over again. Prove to the world that I'm not this horrible person that, you know, doesn't care about cancer patients or surviving cancer patients. Because there was a big thing with that. And there were some things that were said in this situation having to do with the cancer, which I didn't say anything in regards to one of my castmates' cancer, but she said something about my children. And I just, you know, she was in the process of trying to conceive, and I'm like, well, I have 3 healthy ones, you should go make one. And so I didn't know that kind of correlated with her cancer. You know, I mean, I was not thinking.
Right.
You know, the things that she said about my kids being like bastards and, you know, all these horrible things. It's just like, and you don't show this. You have to show, like, it's not fair.
Right.
You know, it's like a double-edged sword. So basically, you're going to show all these things that I said to this person, or you're not going. Every action has a reaction.
Exactly.
So what happened to the action? Where'd the action go? I'm just a crazy psychopath that just comes out and just says all these horrible things to this person. No, I have good sense.
You had to be provoked.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And they know that.
Yeah. So
wow.
They poked the bear and woke up the sleeping giant, I guess.
Exactly. So. And when somebody go for your kids, that ain't gonna work.
It's not at all.
So now, tell us what we can expect from you now, Sundy Carter. What are you doing now?
Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so I have hopped into fashion.
Oh.
So I have a line called Wicked Beauty.
Wicked Beauty.
Yes.
How'd you come up with that?
Kind of like basketball.
Okay.
Basketball-wise, kind of like gave me the influence because they portray me to be wicked, but I feel that I'm not. I feel that I'm a beautiful soul. So it's just a play on words.
Okay.
So that's the name of my line, and I just got started like 6 months ago, so it's still kind of fresh. But I also have Sundy Secret, which is my skincare line. So you got a body scrub, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let me know how you like it, and I'll send you some more.
Oh, absolutely. I want to make certain that I did get I got to make sure.
I think you did. So I'm doing that. So that takes up a lot of my time. I'm a full-time mom. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
Because your youngest is 11.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Is he going to follow in your footsteps? Oh, okay. She's going to follow in your footsteps. Does she want to be an actress or?
No, she's actually more athletic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's beautiful. And I'm like, I would love for her to go that route, but she plays volleyball. She plays basketball. Still girly, but, she wants to, go in a different direction. And she can sing. I'm like, you don't want to? No, mommy, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully in the future she may think, otherwise. She's so funny though. Like she has so much personality. She's so charismatic. It's just like, you need to be on TV, little girl. Everywhere we go, it's like somebody stops us. Like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And she's so, she's so infectious. Like with her personality, she's wonderful.
She get it from her mama.
Yeah, she does. She definitely does. I feel like she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what else was I saying? What else do I have coming? I'm working with BET with a project, and I actually have something that I'm shooting tomorrow that I can't really talk too much about. But yes, I'm going to be working with BET.
Okay.
And,
and you got a secret. You working on a film. All right, y'all heard it here, a film or something, but it's a secret, so you just gotta wait.
Yeah. What I like to do is I like to give a little bit, but once the project is in motion and it's done and we're good, I'll put it out there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got you. I understand.
I feel like it like jinxes the situation when you kind of, I had this coming out and this and that, whatever. And then people see this interview and it's like, okay, then you have the haters that go and then they prey on your downfall. It's just like, I don't know what that energy is. You know what I mean?
Right,
but I like to put good energy out into the universe and then receive it back.
So I love it.
When you keep it low and you don't say everything that you're doing, they can't attack it because they don't know exactly what you're doing. So that's how I feel about that situation.
Wow.
But yeah, I have a couple different situations on the table as far as, theater and movies and and I'm going to write a book about this situation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I want to advocate and I want to be a voice for the voiceless, that are afraid to speak out and speak up and be loud about being victimized. Because it's so much of that going on right now. And I feel like social media plays a big part in it. And if I can use my platform and my voice to just encourage one person to say, you know what, this has been done to me, enough is enough.
Exactly.
And that person can spread the word, who knows,
That's
where this can go. It can not only just be a Me Too movement, be aware movement, be alert movement. I mean, we can have so many movements right now. There's so much of this going on. It's crazy. I mean, look at Bill Cosby. 30 years later.
30 years later.
And
wow.
It's just, I don't know. And that situation there, it's just kind of in the middle because it's just like it's so long ago when it happened, so I don't know as far as like what I'm all about like evidence and proof and that sort of thing. So I don't know what evidence they had on him from 30 years ago that, you know, got him, you know, jail time. I just have no clue.
Yeah. So your outfit today, is that part of your Wicked Beauty?
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful.
Look, and it's not acting right. It's you know, it's
good and
the
glittering.
glitter is just shedding all over me. I don't
gorgeous.
know.
You want to stand up so everybody can see it?
It's just a jumper.
Oh, it's so cute.
Pockets,
yes, nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, y'all, you'll see her collection of Wicked Beauty. She has so many different ventures going on, film, festivals, all kind of things. We just gonna put it all out there in the atmosphere. So look forward to seeing her in a lot of different things in the next coming days, months, and years. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Sheen Talk Live. We can reach you.
Sundy Carter _ is my Instagram, and then Sundy Carter is my Twitter. I don't have a Facebook. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Sheen Talk.